Good morning, everybody. Good morning to my friends and my subscribers. I love you all. Today, I'd like to talk about a business that people overlook and they look down. That is a mortuary services business. Today, we're going to go to a professional training manual for those who are apprentices that are new to this business and for those who are professional operators in this business. I want to learn from this video. Let's look at understanding the mortuary business. Let's look at definition of mortuary services. Let's look at the professional breakdown of the definition. So what is mortuary services, if I may ask? Mortuary services refer to the structured handling, preservation, and preparation of human remains from the moment of death until final burial or cremation. Now, the mortuary services include 5 core service areas. We have body preservation or embalming. We have slowing down decomposition using chemical processes. We also have storage, which is the cold room services. We have keeping bodies in controlled temperature conditions. Then we have preparation, washing, dressing, and cosmetics. Then we have making deceased presentable for viewing. Then we have funeral coordination. We also have supporting families in burial planning. Then we have transportation or the air services. Then moving the body from mortuary to burial site. Let's look at a practical scenario. A man dies in a hospital in Lagos. The family is confused and emotional. The hospital releases his body. The family contacts a mortuary. At this point, the mortuary operator must receive the body professionally, preserve it, and guide the family, and prepare the body for burial. Now, what is the key insight? The key insight is that mortuary services operate on 2 levels. They operate on technical level, which is the scientific handling and preservation of the body. They also operate on emotional level, which is the supporting grieving families with dignity. Let's get a critical understanding of this mortuary services business. This is not just a technical business. It is influenced by cultural beliefs, religious practices, social expectations, and family pride. Let's look at an example like Nigeria as a context. In many Nigerian communities, families want a befitting burial. Bodies may be kept for 1 to 3 months. Appearance of the deceased is very important. Now, what is the professional mindset when you're doing this business? Do not think I am preserving a body, but think that I am helping the family give their loved one a dignified farewell. Now, why is the mortuary business profitable? Why is the mortuary business profitable? Let's look at the business analysis. The mortuary business is profitable because of 3 key characteristics of death, which is constant demand. Death occurs daily as an unavoidable need. Every family will require this service at some point. We also have urgency, and immediate action is required after death. So let's look at the strategic insight. When a service is let's look at the strategic insight. When a service is constant, urgent, emotionally sensitive, customers are less price sensitive. Now let's look at the revenue model in the mortuary services business, which is a multiple income streams. A single client can generate income through storage fees, which is daily or weekly, embalming charges, dressing and cosmetics, casket sales, AS rental, full funeral packages. Let's get an example on the calculation. If 20 bodies are handled monthly, each stays 10 days. Storage fees equals to 5,000 naira per day. Storage income alone is going to be 5,000 naira times 10 times 20, which equals to 1 million naira. Let's get the Nigerian market advantage. Burial ceremonies are large social events. Families delay burial for fundraising, travel arrangements, and cultural rites. What's the result? Longer storage duration is equals to higher income. Let's get the types of mortuary businesses. Types of mortuary businesses. Number one, we have hospital-based mortuary. What are the characteristics of hospital-based mortuary? It is located within the hospital premises. We also have direct inflow of bodies. What are the advantages? We have steady customer flow. What are limitations? It has limited control over pricing. This is dependence on hospital management. Another type of mortuary business is private mortuary. What are the characteristics of private mortuary? It's independently owned. It operates as a standalone business. What are the advantages of private mortuary business? The advantage has full control over pricing. It also has the opportunity to build brand. What are the challenges? Challenges that requires marketing and reputation building. The next type of mortuary business is funeral home or premium model. What are the characteristics of funeral homes, which is a premium model? Funeral home characteristics that it has full service operation. What are the services? Services include body handling, casket sales, transportation, burial coordination. Now, what are the growth strategy? First, start with a private mortuary, build trust and reputation, then expand into full funeral services. Let's get second model, which is the technical operations. The technical operations include body handling procedures. What are the step one? To handle the bodies. Receiving the body, what are the requirements? Confirm identity of the body, collect necessary documents, then record all details. What are the risks? Incorrect identification can result in legal issues, loss of business reputation. The next step is what? Tagging. Each body must be tagged with name, date, identification number. Let's get an example. In a mortuary with 15 to 20 bodies, without proper tagging, confusion is inevitable. The next step is initial cleaning. What is the purpose? We have hygiene, preparation for embalming, and respect for the deceased. The professional rule is that you treat everybody as a person who is deeply valued by someone. Now, what are the embalming processes? Embalming process definition. What is embalming, if I may ask? Embalming is a process of removing blood, injecting preservation chemicals. And what's the purpose of embalming? The purpose is to delay decomposition and to maintain natural appearance. It also prevents odor. What are the consequences of poor embalming? The consequence of poor embalming is bad odor, fluid leakage, discoloration, and facial distortion. Let's get an example. If a family comes for final viewing and the body smells, looks unnatural, the business reputation is immediately damaged. Now we have cold storage management. What are the standard requirements? The temperature ranges from 2 degrees Celsius to 5 degrees Celsius. Now let's look at the business importance. Cold storage generates daily or weekly income. Let's look at the major risk in Nigeria. The major risk is unstable electrical supply. Now what is the solution? Solution, we have high capacity generator, backup power system. Example, if power fails overnight, bodies decompose, clients lose trust, business suffers long-term damage. Let's look at dressing and cosmetic preparation. The objective is to present the deceased in a peaceful, natural, and respectful manner. What are the key activities? We have dressing in chosen outfit, applying light makeup, positioning body correctly. Let's get an example. Families often say, it looks like he's sleeping. That is the goal. The next module is business setup. Now, when setting up your mortuary service business, we look at location selection. Ideal locations. The mortuary service should be near hospitals. Should have an easily accessible roads. They should have high visibility areas. Locations to avoid are flood-prone areas, remote or hidden streets, and poor road networks. Example, if a family struggles to locate your mortuary, it creates frustration during an emotional time. What are the equipment requirements? We have essential equipment like embalming table, preservation chemicals, cold room or freezer, generator, water supply, expansion equipment, AS vehicle, and casket showroom. What are the strategy? Start with essentials, expand gradually. What are legal requirements in starting up a mortuary service business? Legal requirements are required actions, which are business registration, health and environmental approvals, then compliance with local regulations. What are the risks of not having all these legal requirements? The risk is non-compliance can lead to business closure, legal penalties. The next module is business model, which is the revenue structure. Not at the core income sources. The core income sources are storage fees, embalming services, dressing services, casket sales, transportation. The concept is value stacking. You should maximize income per client by offering multiple services. The next is pricing strategy. Let's look at the market segments. We have low-end segment. The strategy is high volume and low price. We also have mid-level segment, which is strategy is balanced pricing. They have the premium segment, which is high price and luxury services. So the recommended entry is that start in the mid-level segment. Let's look at profit planning. Example, 20 bodies per month, 5,000 naira per day, 10 days average. We have 1 million naira. That's for storage only. They have additional income, embalming, yes, casket. It creates a multi-income business system. The next module is customer management. That's communication with clients. Now, do not rush clients. Do not speak harshly. And focus. Do not focus only on money. But you should always do this. Always be calm, be respectful, and be patient. For example, a grieving family may ask repeated questions, be confused. Your role is to guide, not pressure. We also have cultural awareness. Let's look at Nigerian context. Different groups have different practices. We have Christian burials, Muslim immediate burials, traditional rites. What is the requirement? Understand and respect each group's expectations. Now we have reputation management. Reputation management. That is growth driver, word of mouth, referrals. What are the risks? One mistake can spread quickly and damage trust. The next module is operations management. These are the daily responsibilities. You have to monitor cold room, inspect stored bodies, maintain cleanliness, and attend to clients. What is the key principle? Key principles are consistency and discipline are essential. The next module is risks and challenges. What are the risks and challenges? We have power failure. What is the solution to power failure? We have backup generator. The next risk is health risks. What is the solution? We have professional training, protective protection equipment and training. There's PPE and training. That is solution. The next one is emotional stress. The solution to emotional stress is mental discipline and coping strategies. The next module is business expansion, which is the growth part. You can start with mortuary services, they add transportation or AS, add casket sales, expand into full funeral services. Then we have advanced growth. Advanced growth or advanced, we have multiple locations. We also have hospital partnerships and premium packages. The next module is professional mindset. What are the required traits? We have emotional strength, discipline, attention to details, respectful attitude, and business awareness. Now, the final professional guidelines is that to succeed in this mortuary services business, you should acquire proper embalming training, start small but maintain cleanliness, build trust before profits, invest in reliable power supply, treat everybody with dignity. The final insight is that what this mortuary services business is not centered on death. It is centered on supporting the living through one of the most emotional moments of their lives. So this few point of mine are going to convince you, not to confuse you. The mortuary service business is a good business. If you need more information, you can reach out to my number +234 902 066 7343. If you also need the mortuary services, you can reach out to me. And if you need someone to assist you in your mortuary service, whether in the hospital, you can also reach out to me. Yes. So I make Collins Volume by name. You can reach out to my email address, collinsakinshi@gmail.com. Once my number is again +234 902 066 7343. Thank you. I love you all. Goodbye for now.